Welcome back, everyone. This is the 2026 Little League World Series, and it's the first game of now what is 37. There's 38 Little League World Series games to be played in a summer that has been unforgettable for the kids that are here and for many who have since seen their gloves put down for the final time. That's what these teams are trying to avoid. Just go deep. You get an often sought-after experience. And the manager is Kyle Yarbrough, Soundview Little League out of Washington. And you take a look at the lineup. It's led off by Kaysen Workman. You guys mentioned Frankie McCabe. Frank the Tank will hit third. Kevin Yarbrough is the kid that many people saw on social media hurdle over the catcher. Got his foot on the bag to help win a game.
Yeah, it's an offense that didn't do a ton of damage in the regionals, but they feel like their best days are in front of them, hoping to catch fire here in this tournament. Tough arm to catch fire against, Todd.
No doubt. And we got Kinley on the mound. Listen, this girl can pitch and she can hit. Honestly, seeing her out there, man, this got to be a great feeling for everybody watching her, for the girls out there in America. They can do it.
All right, so girls have made the championship. She was outstanding in that game, and in fact, she's been outstanding every time she's been on the mound. In the state tournament, 20 innings, 31 strikes, and 1 walk by the staff, and she is the leader of the staff. First pitch swinging up the middle, fielded. Berkline across the diamond, and a really good start and an efficient 1 pitch out. Uriah Berkline at short.
I like it on both ends. Come up ready to swing the bat, right? And then your shortstop makes a play for you.
Talk about nerves. I think they're gone. First pitch, 1 out. Now they can breathe a sigh of relief. Nice swing, though, on the other hand.
Yeah, because now we're back to just baseball. All the pomp, the circumstance is gone. You're kind of getting your feel for what it is like to play in front of so many. This is Ronan Loomis. He's the shortstop for Tacoma. And you look at Kinley, and she will not walk anybody. I mean, she is very, very efficient in throwing strikes, trying to get ahead. It's a major league approach. Throw strikes, win the first pitch battle, and then get him to chase up top with some fastball.
Oh, and it's command, too. It's almost a little bit of an old-school major league approach. You see fastball way, then intentionally climbs the ladder there with that four-seamer. Impressive.
Wait till you see this breaking ball, too. It's absolutely dynamite.
To Loomis, the shortstop. He's gone. That's 4 pitches and 2 quick outs, and the first strikeout of the Little League World Series for Kinley Rasmus.
She didn't miss a spot.
Forget about the breaking ball. Spot up right down the outer half, just a little bit up. Fantastic.
This is exactly where the mitt is telling her to go. And ooh-wee, is she sharp to start this ball game.
The Rasmus family was here in 1999. Colby, major leaguer. Corey, major leaguer. Case is on this staff. He played professional baseball as well. And that first pitch to our 3-hole hitter, Frankie McCabe, missed. It's 1-0. He went 6 for 11, Frank the Tank did in the regionals. That's in there for a strike to go 1-1. He will be the pitcher for Tacoma, Washington. They finished 3rd in the state as 10-year-olds. They were 2nd as 11-year-olds. And here they are, the team from Washington in the Little League World Series.
This is a kid right here. If he gets going, this team will get fired up. Not many extra base hits in the regionals. 32 out of 36 singles. So finding gaps here.
1-1. There's that breaking ball. That missed low, so the count goes 2-1. Kinley fans, and she will have many as this tournament goes on. She plays softball. She plays flag football. They told us before the game, this is likely her last experience when it comes to baseball. Foul ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good way to go out.
Really good way. If you're going to go out on top. Go out in Williamsport. The 1999 team from Phenix City came up just a little bit short, with both Rasmus brothers being the stars.
Talked about that a little bit before the game. They played against my Tom Javri's team. He brought up some names, too, that he faced.
How about it?
He let me know. He said, yeah, we just took it to him. That's all.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Little flex? There was a flex on you?
A rain delay that night, and then they played the next day. But he did say if they finished out that night, they probably would have lost. So kudos to him for being honest.
Big pitch here, 3-2. Good one. This one might be playable at third base. Yes, it is for Easton Allen. And a very good 9-pitch inning for Kinley Rasmus. I didn't see any butterflies. Did you see no butter? No. Boy, I mean, we thought multi-sport athlete would flag football, softball, and baseball, and now we find out swimming is a favorite hobby. There is the manager, Case Rasmus. He's joined by his brother, Corey, and Gustavo Quintero. That's the lineup for Phenix City, who absolutely rolled since the state tournament to a tune of 8-0 and outscoring opponents, guys, 62-15, if you like that.
Dominant pitching and defense, and, of course, the offense participated as well. Hit over 360, 6 extra base hits. No long balls, but they feel like it's in there, Fresh.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this team is going to be ready to rock, but they got to face a really, really good left-handed pitcher in Frankie McCabe. 3 pitches, fastball, curveball, spike change. We're going to see that today. Watch that thing drop off the table. Talks about Randy Johnson a lot. I love the comparison that he talks about. Let's see if he has a Randy Johnson-esque performance today.
Not far from Seattle, so Randy, the big unit's not a bad guy to emulate. And he does throw hard. Frankie McCabe on the mound. First kid he faces is 5'5", 12-year-old Easton Allen. And the first pitch sails high. It's ball 1. EA we're going to go with Smith Station Junior High School. Favorite team is the Braves. Love Ronald Acuna. Right at the letters to go 1 ball, 1 strike for McCabe. Regionals, he started 2 games, went 8 in the 3rd. He struck out 17 with 6 walks. He did get hit, 8 hits, off speed, close.
I tell you, it is one of the more unique arm actions, Fresh. It's super short on the backside, and he got a little Rick Sutcliffe cup piece there going. This arm swing is about as short as you will see.
Very smooth, too. There's nothing awkward about it. Just here it is. He wants to work fast, too, as we're seeing. Called timeout.
That's a good look at it there from the side. You'll just see how little he goes back with that arm.
Is it Sut Wagner? Billy Wagner, he tucked that little chicken wing in there.
And that's 71, so that's equivalent to 92 miles an hour in the big league. So it's getting on you, and it's quick.
46 feet away, the mound here at the Little League World Series. Next one in there for a strike. Good pitch on 3-1. Looked like Allen may have been taken the whole way. And he lost him. So, first base runner we've seen comes on a leadoff walk.
Yeah, he does throw a couple walks up there. I mean, the biggest thing for him is finding his zone early.
Now here she comes. Fear the bow, Kinley Rasmus, after a phenomenal first inning on the mound. Now she comes to the plate having absolutely destroyed pitching in the regional to the tune of a 6 for 8 with a double. Scored 4 runs, had 4 walks, and didn't strike out. Breaking pitch, strike 1.
Little respect right there. First pitch breaking ball.
Quinn Hershold is the left fielder and playing very, very shallow out there in left. Another breaking ball, and it's a good one to get ahead 0-2.
I like it for a couple of reasons. You scattered the fastball to start the ball game, right? So go to the breaking ball, maybe that gets you in a rhythm, but also Rasmus, who was 6 for 8 in the regional, showing her a couple wrinkles.
So what do we go with on 0-2? No, a fastball that missed up high.
Change the eye level a little bit, back to that breaking pitch.
A little back foot slider here, what do you think?
Could be.
She hits it on the ground to 3rd. Landry to 2nd for 1, and that's all they're going to get. A good slide in there by Easton Allen, and no throw from Kaysen Workman. So she didn't strike out during the regionals, and with 2 strikes, she still doesn't strike out. She's at first. There's 1 away.
I think he was trying to get it to the back foot, Todd, but this was more of a backdoor breaking ball, and Rasmus hits it off the end of the bat. Nice job there by Landry. Just take your time. Make sure the first out. Probably not going to turn a ton of 5-4-3s on a ball that's not hit sharply. Just make sure that first one, always a wise move.
Here's Uriah Berklight, 5'4", 12-year-old, another Acuna Jr. fan. He had a lot of big plays in the regional and a lot of big hits. That one is down. It's ball 1.
Well, we saw the play to start the ball game, right? The range moving to his left, and then plenty of arm to finish off that play. But the bat was incredible last week as well. 7 for 11 with 6 ribbies to lead this club.
That's pretty good. And a good take there. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Finley and Uriah were the two that played last year and started. There are 8 kids that were on the team last year that made it to the regionals and then eventually lost. 2-0, he got one to hit and he fouled it off.
I think a lot of that experience paid off this year. That Southeast Regional,
for sure,
certainly one of the tougher regionals to get out of. But you go as an 11-year-old, you come back as a 12-year-old, things tend to slow down.
Yeah, it feels, for the most part, it has been year in and year out. Southeast and West. Dynamic regional. Slowly hit to second base. There is the tag. The ball's dropped. She is safe at second base. It came out of the glove of Kaysen Workman as she had her leg run into his glove. So it's first and second.
What do you think here, Frank?
Yeah, this is the one right here where maybe settle down a little bit, tag with 2 hands. Great play by Rasmus going in there hard. Guess what? If you don't have the ball tightly in your glove, it might pop out. Try and get that first. You always want to get that first one. The second one is icing on the cake.
Maybe thinking quick, double there, and instead no outs. And the bunt is a high pitch, 1-0. This is Kaysen Smith, the cleanup hitter, had 3 hits in the regional. And an early opportunity here for the Southeast, whose offensive philosophy is get him on, move him over, get him in.
Interesting here, Frank. Yeah. With an out, you're bunting your cleanup hitter, and I get left on left. This is a tough matchup. But now the 2-0 count, you got to let him rip, right?
I would say so.
You got a chance to change the ball game here.
You see things that you've never imagined this Little League Baseball.
Squares again. He does lay one down. It's a good one. No one's at first base, and it worked for them. Winston Weaver, the first baseman, crashed. Kaysen Workman, who's the second baseman, didn't get over to cover. So when it was fielded by Tyler, thankfully he didn't just throw it, but he looked up and saw no one at first base.
Yeah, so you see Workman there at second base. He's covering second. You can't have your first baseman charge and the second baseman not filling behind him. So that's just a complete miscommunication. You see Winston Weaver put his palms up like he got the call, and maybe Kaysen Workman didn't. Typically, Todd, the second baseman's always going to first. Like that's just no matter what. And so that's just a big miss there by the Washington defense.
Big chance right here for Cam Lee, the number 5 hitter. There's big time power. You can tell he's a big kid. He had 3 hits and 2 RBIs at 5'8", 140. Swing, and it's foul on the third base side.
Well, Frankie McCabe's got his hands full now, boys. I mean, this is you get a ground ball, a dribbler to second, nobody out. You get a bunt right to your third baseman, you get nobody out. Now the pitcher's got to put his team on his shoulders.
0-2 beats it into the ground. Force play here at home. That's 1 out. The throw is not in time. And a good job that time by Landry. Stays composed after what happened on the previous play. Fielded it cleanly and threw a...
Yeah, another play where he just took his time. Relax. You got the ball. It's going to be hard to get a double play, as we talked about. Settle yourself, composure, throw the strike to home. Got the out. They're still not out of the woods yet.
No. Good job there by Yarbrough, too, getting to the front part of the base and acting like a first baseman.
Now can C.J. Harrison, Cedric Harrison deliver? Old McCabe get out of it. Strike down and in. 0-1.
Great spot for strike 1, too. That lower half inside. Tough pitch to hit, 70 miles an hour.
4 for 8 in the regional for Cedric. That ball popped up on the infield. Second baseman, shortstop converge, and it's Ronan Loomis who's there to make the play. They will leave him loaded. Frank the Tank. He took some this year. It is a wide open tournament. And the defending champ Chinese Taipei is not back. Rasmus back to the mound. She'll throw her 11 pitch and gets a swing and a miss from Paxton Hansen. Paxton is one of the extra hitters. He had just a hit in the regional, 1 for 7, 3 RBI. Next one now, it's 0-2.
Yeah, but this is another one of those hitters. They feel like they've reached their peak offensively, and they think Paxton Hansen has a very high ceiling. Big, strong, powerful kid, one of their best pitchers. And the fact he hasn't gotten hit yet, in a way, is encouraging because they feel like it's right in front of them.
Kyle Yarbrough is the manager. He's down there at third base. And he is big, Paxton, 5'9". Drum intermediate. in the greater Seattle area. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And it's the second strikeout for Kinley Rasmus.
This fastball is electric right now. I mean, listen, spotting up where she needs to get it, blowing it by batters. Look at that four seams right there. Hey, here it is. Hit it if you can, way underneath. Adjustment going to have to be made.
Spotlight hasn't bothered her. She's been playing softball/baseball since she could remember. And when you have an Uncle Colby who played for so many years in the major leagues, and Dad Corey who played for so many, and Case who's a former professional baseball player. Tony is the dad. He's the one that brought the team here in 1999 and still very much involved. 8 swings, 4 misses. Winston Weaver, another swing and a miss.
Now, Winston Weaver's up there trying to let it rip now, Todd. That's a dude after your own heart right there.
I think you see what she's throwing. They talked about this. Get on the fastball early, and that's a game plan. They just got to find a way to hit it.
And if she's getting that one, good luck. Because her ability to command the fastball is evident.
See, as a catcher, too, if you're behind the plate, you're going to your coach, you're going, let's go a little bit more.
Stay there.
That's a good ratio. 15 pitches, 12 of which have been strikes. Looking for her third strikeout. Will not get it. Will not get a chase from Weaver, who is Shohei Ohtani is his favorite athlete. His older brother Blake has won a national championship with his club's soccer team in St. Louis. Like so many, he started at the T-ball level on a 1-2. Spoils one. That's key. The swings and misses, guys, you know, while it does elevate the pitch count, you got to foul some balls off.
No question.
Your goal is to get Kinley's pitch count up.
Yeah, even if you go down, you got to take a piece of her with you. You got to try to drive that pitch count up.
And especially as they get back to the back end of that lineup, too.
Yes, a breaking ball, another strikeout, third of the game, second of the inning for Kinley Rasmus.
Well, we keep talking about the fastball, and now she's starting to change eye levels and change speeds here. She pulls the string on a breaking ball. And that one really catches a lot of the plate, Todd. Weaver comes up empty. To this point, just nothing on the barrel for Washington yet.
Here's Evan Yarbrough. He's the catcher. A very, very good regional in which he had 5 hits in 9 at-bats. No extra base hits. And that's in there for a strike. So mechanically, what do you see in here from Kinley as a pitcher?
Just clean. Very, very consistent. We talked about how short the arm stroke was McCabe. I would say with Kinley, it's much more of a classic look, the way she takes it back. And the repeatability of it is just obvious. The balance and the direction, all of it.
Polished. I think that's what I see when I see her pitching. Absolutely polished. Been there before, understandably. She's got some good kin that have taught her a lot of these things, which is great to see.
I see what you did there with Kin and Kinley as she misses. I know how you roll.
How do you do?
1-2 to Yarbrough, who did that high hurdle over a catcher and was seen all over social media. Very athletic. You saw that he's a multi-sport athlete. Cal Raleigh, his favorite player. This team was licking its wounds a little bit when we were in there because of what happened to the Mariners last night. 22-0 piece. Yikes.
You don't see that every day in the big leagues.
No, you do not.
We happened to be in Williamsport years ago when it was a 30-3 game. Remember was it the Orioles and Rangers? 30-3. Last night, 22-0. 1-2 off the knees, called strike 3. Little work of Picasso there. We are painting.
We said remember the name.
First twice. The Southeast team could not score, but they did get deep. They had 6 come to the plate. And it'll be Brooks Cameron, the catcher, who will lead things off. Jess Sims is with us. She is the reporter here. Todd Frazier, Chris Burr, Carl Ravitch. You see when the winner plays and then the loser plays as well. First pitch from Frankie, just a little bit high. To the catcher, Brooks Cameron. You can see that, man. A lot of people like to get out on a boat and just become a pro fisherman. Who wouldn't?
You can make a living that way these days.
You can do that.
Yes.
Todd Frazier,
no, thank you.
No wicked tuna for you?
I'll stay on the shore. Fish on the shore. I'm not a big boat guy.
So now we know. How'd you deal with airplanes when you were flying all over the place?
No, that's good. That's good.
Just the boat, huh?
Just the boat. The rocking.
Don't rock the boat, baby.
Thank you.
Do it, Raph.
Ooh, good pitch there. He's gone. Brooks Cameron thought about it, then he didn't, and then he realized I probably should have.
The trend right now for him, that breaking pitch. I think that's his best pitch going right now. It's got a little hump to it. Look at that backdoor piece crossing right over the knees. Really good pitch.
Well, here is the other Rasmus. He is the first baseman, Riker. And with more on him, let's go down to Jess.
Now, Ravi, imagine playing at the Little League World Series, celebrating your birthday on opening day. Now, Riker Rasmus may be smaller and the second youngest on the team, but his coaches and teammates say he is the life of the party. He leads all the dances, as we saw pre-game, and he even influenced the majority of his team to dye their hair blonde back in June. Now, would you guys have done that? Would you have succumbed to that pressure or what?
Oh, he hits one here to right field, and it is caught out there. I would say as a 12-year-old, I would have been down with that. I'm in on that. If we do that, we're all doing it.
For sure. For sure.
The team's in on me.
You in on that, Jess? You in?
It's going to be a hard pass for me, but thank you so much for asking.
As a 12-year-old, hard pass?
Not a 12-year-old, not a 16-year-old, probably not even a 6-year-old, honestly.
All right, HP for Sim. She's out. Rasmus gone 2 quick outs here in the second inning. And that breaking pitch just missed. Boy, you can see the look of Frankie McCabe. He thought he was ahead 0-1, but he's behind 1-0 to Lorenzo Quintero.
Looks like Kenley passed on the blonde.
Yeah, I don't think Kenley got on board either. That's a good point.
Maybe a little highlight action. We got to take a look.
Well, the pictures, I guess I can. That's all I can go off of.
The boat might be covering it. You never know.
Good one there. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And you never know how important that first inning was, that the Southeast couldn't score any runs. And now you allow a pitcher like Frank McCabe to kind of get locked in here. He looks very good here in the second.
Oh, boy. Oh, my. What a pitch. I think that folded the whole house right there. The little front door bender locked everybody up.
That is absolutely filthy pitch.
The only one who didn't get fooled was the kid who threw it. And you can see, like, I know I just struck him out. Now I'm going to try again.
I think everybody's adjusted. You just, as a young player, you don't see, number one, that many left-handers just in general, but number two, elite left-handers. And then to see one that can spin a breaking ball like this, it's just a brand new thing for most kids.
Yep. Good look at McCabe and Quintero. That's down. The count goes 3-2.
And we're talking about pitch count, too. I know that's only 2 pitches now, number 3.
Yeah.
But this, you get to the 4th, 5th inning, it's another batter.
Foul.
I like his hands. He's very handsy. He's short and quick to the ball. He's got a 2-2 in the regional, so this guy can run.
What do you guys feel about, we know the blonde hair. What about different color spikes?
Yes.
You've got Frankie McCabe. The tank out there on the mound goes a little pink, blue, or green, and then his first baseman. Almost looked like they flipped him right and left. That's better, and that is in there for a strike. The tank shakes his head. There were about 4 extra pitches after the breaking ball was called a ball earlier in the at-bat. But Filth League on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at the official handles at Little League. And don't forget to use the hashtag LLWS. Where would we be without the hashtag, the ice cream, the soch? Of course.
I knew that was coming.
Blow it up at the Little League World Series. Get after it right there. So we mentioned Monet Davis, who of course started 2014. As great as she was as a pitcher, the most strikeouts she had in a game was 8. And here she's got 4. Monet's came against the Tennessee team. And we are now down to Anthony Romero, who was the 7th hitter in the lineup. Coming off 3 consecutive strikeouts in the last, and the first pitch to Romero is not breaking enough. It's 1-0.
And you see her out there using the arm. She understands. Sometimes she let it go just a little too soon. Throw that hammer down.
A slow breaking ball.
Adjustment right away, right? And again, just a high level of feel for what she's doing out there. And I love the call, too, right? If you got a command pitcher and they miss with a breaking ball, they're almost always coming back with it.
You got some ex-major leaguers in the dugout, too, that understand the game a little bit. Yeah. I think that bodes well for them.
1-1. Yep, right there. That fastball, it just stays up. You talk about, induced vertical break. Like that ball just stays on plane, 46 feet. Just doesn't have any time to drop much at all. Looking for her 5th strikeout and 4th in a row against Romero, the center fielder. And before that, we get time called. He went 1 for 10, so he's another one of those who, if you can put the key in the lock and unlock it, the Northwest offense gets just a little bit lengthier and more dangerous. 5'6". Goes to the Meeker Middle School. Too far inside, a little more giddy up on that one. This team lost to Idaho in the regional 9-3. They had to come back and beat them in the championship game 8-5. Oh, perfect pitch there. It's a curveball in there for a strikeout. And Kinley's got 4 in a row and 5 in the game.
And I think what led to that hard fastball, a little bit up and in, goes back to the hammer, changing the eyes, maybe a little tick-tock. The shoulders went back, boom, right over the plate. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Well, and watch the pre-pitch location here. Cameron's calling for the ball down. Look where it lands, about 3 inches above perfect from where she's trying to land that breaking ball. And just consistently being able to hit the mid is a big part of her game.
Not a bad idea. Kinley's going to feel bare hand. Flips it a little high over the head of Riker Rasmus. And there's the first base runner for Tacoma. And likely going to be an error on Kinley, and she's pointing to herself to say, my bad, not you, and a little love for the cousins there.
That's the old one there. Don't panic.
Yeah.
Plenty of time. Just get it there nice and easy. Put a little pressure on. Hoots and go right ahead. Why not change something up? Just got a little too tall there. Yeah. Stay low when you're feeding that ball. That's all.
Good job by the right fielder, Lorenzo Quintero, to quickly get in there to back that play up. And now she throws the first pitch ball to Bradley Williams.
That is not a play you would expect her to have thrown too hard. She's got such great touch and command. To see her kind of shove that one over her cousin Riker's head there is a surprise for sure.
Out of play, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think, watch after the game. She's going to come back and tell him, hey, why did you go to the ball so quickly? It looked like you're trying to stay back, and they're going to argue back and forth just like cousins do.
But she owned it.
She did, for sure.
She did. And even though the stretch was a touch early, it was still not a great feed, right?
Agreed.
Yep. Right in there for a strike to throw down. It's not in time.
Well, what she does is she spins that breaking ball and she gets you off the heater. And you end up looking at a pitch like that where Bradley Williams misses a chance to take advantage of a fastball that catches a lot of plate because he's probably in between is what he's really looking for.
The 1-2. Just missed. Close. Just a little bit below the knees.
You told him before the game, Price. What'd you tell him? Stay on the
heat. It's hard to hit the curveball, of course.
Best way to hit the curveball.
I taught him how to hit the curve.
Don't miss the heater.
Don't miss the heater. Bradley's got a lot of RBIs, too, in the last regional. He's not afraid of the moment.
Yeah, he had a good regional. Went 4 for 9 on a 2-2. Good pitch to hit. To third, it's Allen. He fumbles it a little bit. They get 1 at second, and they cut down the lead runner. Credit to the defense, too. When there's not a lot of balls being put in play, you see that Easton Allen was ready for that one. Two down, 33 of a total of 85. You're allowed to start the last batter before you have to come out of the game. Hard run on the ground is short, fielded cleanly. We'll go with the flip. And Uriah Burklight, they avoid any damage from the error. She leaves with 5 strikeouts, and Washington still without a hit.
Thank you.
Shot piece.
Appreciate that.
Yep. It's the management taking care of you. Smart. Save the batteries. We got a good pitcher's duel going here between Frankie McCabe and Kinley Rasmus. 0-0 bottom three. A total of 1 hit, which was the bunt hit, in which it likely should have been an out, fielded cleanly, and then there was just nobody at first base. Final 3 in the southeast order before we go back to the top, and that first pitch a little bit high, ball 1. You can do the math at home, but you're at 38 pitches as you start the bottom of the third. You got 85 total. Generally, you want to be efficient, especially with the bottoms of the orders for these teams.
Yeah, Leighton Burton here looking to get off to Snide. 0 for 10 in the regional, but he can hit too, Coach told us.
Good way to get off the Schneid is hacking a 2-0 heaters fresh.
Well, I think getting that pitch count up too in these games. Tough decision.
Hard fielded cleanly. Tyler Landry to his right and makes the catch on that line drive. Sometimes 0 for 10, 0 for 11 could be a little deceiving. This is a pretty good shot here.
Yeah, I mean, that's a double against a lot of teams. If they are hugging the line, playing exactly where they need to be. It's a little surprising maybe with the fastball that McCabe has, but that's probably where the slider is going to get hit, especially against right-handed hitters.
Here is our Guy Cooper champion. Ooh, a little buzz of the tower.
Coop's got a little Griffey to that stance, doesn't he?
You see the elbows.
Yeah, the rhythm, vertical. I think you're right, Todd. I think those bottom part of the orders up there to take till they get a strike and see if they can't elevate that pitch count a little bit.
Yeah, champion's got the most walks on the team.
How difficult would you guys remember as a 12-year-old to stand in there when that first pitch from a breaking ball lefty is against lefty, basically behind your head? Not to flinch, not to move.
Well, there's certain things as you're climbing the ladder of the game that you can't know until you've experienced them, right? And so, yeah, you could maybe in the modern game get some breaking ball machines and try to help these kids. But you're right, Ravi. The first time you stay in the box against somebody that throws gas and has a bender and that thing starts behind your head, like you're just buckling. That's just, it's just going to happen.
This is real right now.
It's just going to happen.
Yep, frozen solid. And he is gone with a strikeout. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Frankie McCabe. Hey, the FedEx playoffs continue. It's the BMW Championship, the best in golf. Scheffler destroyed everybody last week. We'll see if that continues. He's got Rory, Tommy Fleetwood, more in the chase for the Cup. It's live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, ESPN, streaming on the ESPN app. He locked and loaded on the ESPN app for the golf, and the masterpiece that Scheffler put up last week. That one is fouled out of play, and a good swing from Jeremiah Taylor. You go ESPN app golf Thursday, Friday morning, all the time.
You think they're playing for second again this week, or you think somebody's going to
No, I think when he gets on a heater, it's over.
Careful.
Yeah, I do recall somebody declaring at the Open Championship that he was going to win by like 50. I don't know who that was, but it wasn't Frazier.
I was a few months late.
Yep. Well, that first inning looms so large because not only do you not score, but the pitch count stays somewhat manageable, and this is a different looking Frank McCabe. Now, next inning, he's going to get back to the top of the order, and we'll see how they do against him. But just outstanding coming back and right off the end of the bat to stay alive for Taylor.
It's a tale as old as time. You don't get a quality starting pitcher in the first, and you look up Frage, and he's out there with his chest sticking out, ready to go CG on you. It just happens so many times in this game.
0-2. Woo.
And also, to your point, you lose this first game, you got to rattle off 8 straight wins. It's been done only one time.
The Roussel 2019 Louisiana team, the only team to lose and then go on to win the whole thing. And that kid was silly that year. 1-2, 2-2, ouch, off the umpire's shin. I don't know if you remember, but Reese Roussel had 17 hits and 23 at bats. He hit 743.
Yeah.
Multiple hits in every one of his games.
That's going to be hard to duplicate.
It's Yeah, I would agree with that. All right, we go all the way to 3-2, and our communication between Frank the Tank and Evan Yarbrough is a little bit off.
I go back to the breaking ball here. And you can see good use of your timeout here if you're Evan Yarbrough, the catcher. Like, let's go talk to the big left-hander now. Good. I love to see that.
The understanding of knowing your pitcher. Yo, dude, relax.
Chill.
Just throw me a strike.
And by the way, what pitch you want to throw here?
And what are we doing afterwards?
And by the way, knowing where we are in the batting order, because if you walk here, you go right to the top of the order. And remember, the first 4 all reached. Oh, he walked him, and another one that goes to the backstop and gets away. So good job by Jeremiah Taylor. Last hitter in the batting order, and he is aboard with a walk.
This might be a time for management to come out, too, as well. Hey, settle him down just a little bit more.
Pass, ball, be ready to go. You leaving your elbow guard on? 2 out, 2 out.
Manager stays put, and that brings up Allen, who walked his first time up. And just like that, the pitch count here in the third is already up to 53. Good one in there for a strike.
Well, that at bat right there looms large because he had a chance to get out of this inning like really tidy. And then now you flip the order. Again, the pitch count elevates. What we got here?
Without my hitter.
Oh.
Yeah, come here, come here.
Offensive timeout here.
Hey, that's a tough pitch, you understand? Super tough pitch. We got to find a way. He's giving big zones. We got to find a way to battle right here and work. You understand? Tough zone. I understand. I'm with you. All right, that's a tough pitch to hit right there. You got me? Let's work right here. Come on.
Fraze, who was he talking to there? Was he talking to his hitter?
His head was down.
Talking to Colin Campbell.
We're not sure. I think that's old school right there.
Chased that one, and that's out of the zone. And again, what the manager knows is if the first one's going to be called a strike, it's an inclination for the hitter to go chase the next one that was just called a strike.
Stay within your zone.
0-2, end of the bat. Herschel is in left. He's there to make the play, and Frank McCabe gets out of it again. We are midway through. It's 0-0 with just one hit. Very much. And you take a look at one of the stars today and one of the stars of this summer. It's Kinley Rasmus. Since the regionals, I don't know, 18 strikeouts, just 1 walk in 12 innings, 4 hits.
Feels efficient.
Yeah.
Mama in the house.
Mom's been in the house, seen a lot of houses when it comes to baseball and sports, and they will follow Kinley all over the place. Flag football tournament coming up at the end, and again, very well may be the end of her baseball journey, and to do it on the bump at Lamade Stadium in front of all these folks. She's back out there, and she will deal with the bottom 3 of the order for the team from Tacoma, Washington, looking for their first hit. Strike number 1.
If this bottom of the lineup can somehow get 1, maybe 2 guys on, it's going to bode well for this Washington team. But again, it's so hard to face Kinley. She's been fantastic.
Kinley against Casey, 2 for 7, a .286 average in the regionals. And the Rooster skies one towards short. Berklight's there. His left fielder's like ready to catch him if he drifted back any further. And there is 1 out on just 2 pitches. Guy Berklight is like a safety valve out there. He just gobbles up everything. We saw it on the first play of the game. Here is Artie Heinzman. He's the right fielder. Kinley's first pitch is down. She has thrown 75% of her pitches for strikes. And here comes the announcer jinx. She has not thrown consecutive pitches for balls.
Let's just see how powerful your words are. Right?
Come on, Kinley. Get me off the hook.
See that?
Yeah, she did. Center field back, and now in comes Cam Lee. And a pitcher's best friend is a quick plate appearance in a game in which pitch count matters.
Well, it's a balance, right, Fraze? If you take, you're going to get behind.
Yep.
And if you go up there and swing and make weak contact, she can have a 6-pitch inning, 5-pitch inning.
And this bottom of lineup has been really, really good, especially in the regional.
This guy right here, Quinn Herschel, the center fielder, 3 for 5, so that's a 600 average. He rocks out to Van Halen.
Led the regular season Little League in home runs, so there's some juice in that bat.
Batting 13th.
How about it?
Depth.
We call that second leadoff fresh.
Yep, that's a strike.
That breaking ball had a little more horizontal to it there. That's ish.
10 swings and misses. Time called. What would your advice be? How would you approach facing Kinley?
I think she's throwing strikes. I'd go up there in swing mode. I know that's going to lead to some quick innings, but I think you have to be the aggressor. To me, against McCabe, that's a guy I wouldn't be in a hurry to get my swing off, especially in certain parts of the batting order. But with Kinley, I don't think it does you a lot of good to be too patient.
Oh boy, nasty pitch, another strikeout. 8-pitch inning for Kinley Rasmus. Shout out to all the coaches and the volunteers and the parents and the towns that support these kids that ultimately now either come to Williamsport, which is a lifetime experience, or get a chance to watch them now on television. We are back to the top of the order. And a very big inning again for both Frankie McCabe and the team from the Southeast. Kinley Rasmus hits second. And a breaking ball, which he used to get ahead the first time up, misses. That's a little bit high, 2-0.
They're sticking with the breaking ball, aren't they?
Back-to-back plate appearances. First 2 pitches, breaking balls.
If she gets a hold of one, I'm a little concerned about where Herschel is playing out there in left field. He is really, really shallow. Comes inside, it's 3-0. So you see 59 pitches, and we talked about the Southpaw Patrol. They got 3 really lanky lefties. Winston Weaver starting to warm up out there. That's in there, and it goes 3-1. And there are different pitch count markers that you have to reach in order to then come back on a certain number of days rest. She's on, that's a walk. So a leadoff.
They keeping your step on?
Runner aboard.
Nobody out, nobody out.
Respect for Kinley?
A little bit. I think just missing the strike zone a little bit.
So we mentioned it. Right now 61 pitches, so he would fall between 51 and 65, which would require 3 days of rest. Anything more than 66, it's 4 days off. This one is towards right, dropping fast, and it is a foul ball. Heinzman got a little late jump on it, and it goes just foul.
See this one down the line. Oh, wait. Less than a foot right there. This is their best hitter. This is the guy that needs to get going. And McCabe finding the strike zone with that off speed. This is a great battle here we're watching.
Herschel hasn't gone any further in left field. That one's a little bit high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Uriah Berklight. He reached, remember, hitting that ground ball to second base when Workman went to tag Rasmus and the ball came out of his glove. Inside, 2-1. So take a look. What do you guys think about where the left fielder is playing? In fact, all of them are playing very shallow. Romero in center and Heinzman out there in right. Berklight on the line, throw to first, and back in time, heads up base running on a hard hit ball from Berklight. Ronan Loomis, I should say, terrific. It's short.
First barrel of the day.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Legit smoked. And it looks like we might get a review here.
I think Winston Weaver may have had his foot spiked there by the slide back into the back.
Okay. Can I challenge the out call at first? Or the safe call at first? Thank you.
All right, Berkey, you were all over that too. They're going to just take a look at it to see where the foot was. And maybe the foot never got to the bag.
Yeah,
maybe it landed on Winston Weaver.
This will be interesting here. Nice hard slide. You got to see where both feet are as they approach the base.
Just tremendous change of direction there by Loomis to get that ball across the diamond. What do you think there?
This is going to be interesting.
I think
it's foot for a while. And then does it slide off that foot to get to the bag, or does it not?
I mean, she clearly beats it, right? It's just a matter, is her foot on the base?
or is her foot on a foot?
Right.
Are we gonna wear one and win one if we're Winston Weaver by getting the double play?
That is completely worth a spike mark.
I remember playing third base a bunch of times. Foot was in the wrong spot, trying to maybe block the bag. I wasn't like that, but every once in a while it happened. Ripped the toenail off my big toe. That didn't come back for a good 5 months.
No fun.
Got him out though.
Not bad. So it's worth it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Worth it, toenail. What do we got here?
Tough to see there.
It's in the glove. Now, is her foot on the base? Because the ball's gone on the glove.
I think her toe
The top
is on
part.
the base. Yeah. Looks like the edge of the spike is there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there that would make you overturn that.
Winston's hoping for it because he's barking right now.
That's where you got to move the foot in one direction or the other so you get the meat of your foot. So eventually they see it and call him out. Foot didn't move. Just a little insight as an infielder.
Great.
So our Little League World Series rules allow 2 challenges, and if you're successful, you keep them, but you are losing them for each one that's unsuccessful. So obviously, in this case, this is the Northwest team that is challenging the call. Manager Kyle Yarbrough wants a look at it. And given the top of the order and how hard that last ball was hit by Berklight, you don't get many chances to get the top of the order up when you have 12, 13 players on your team. So it's a big call.
And there's something else to look at. We're at 65 pitches. McCabe, now he goes past this, he'll need the 4 days.
Yeah, it just feels like you can't take either of these starting pitchers out given the importance of winning game 1. In fact, that only one team since the format changed. Here we go. Safe. It's Paxton Hansen, not Winston Weaver over there at first base. Paxton Hansen is the first baseman. So just one out, a hard hit ball from Berklight, and that brings up Casey Smith. Here we go again with a cleanup hitter square into bunt.
Yeah,
that pitch is in there for a strike.
They must know something we don't know right now.
Going to call Ben McDonald because Kaysen, if he won the lottery, is going on a hunting trip to Iowa. Big Ben would go with him. 0-1 swinging. Oof.
And that's the difference. When you show bunt every pitch, your timing's off. And then you throw that hammer right there. Looking for a fastball.
Remember, Little League runners can't leave the base until the ball crosses home, and that one gets away. And Rasmus will go to second base. Out at first, she's in scoring position.
Didn't have to throw that one either. That's just things speeding up.
Yeah, I don't know that Yarbrough was going to have a play at second base anyway, but that's an unnecessary throw to first. His first base was already occupied.
That's so instinctual, isn't it, though?
Can be. Something he'll learn as he goes.
Camley delivered the big hit to try to break this one. Outside, 1-0. And now we're locked into the full 85 pitches from Frankie McCabe.
Maybe get a pinch runner.
Yeah, you can pinch run, right? Pitcher or catcher. So Kinley's going to come out of the game. And they will bring in Kaysen Smith, who just made that last out. Cam Lee, a couple of RBIs in the regional. He just looks like one of those kids that if you get a hold of one, it can go a long way.
And it feels like this game is going to be decided by somebody in the middle of one of these two orders coming up with a big hit. Right? I don't think you're going to get a ton of chances. So 2 outs, runner in scoring position. You're here in the middle of your order. Somebody's got to come up clutch.
Gets the call on the outside corner. It's a big one to go 2-1.
Frazier, that's no fun, dude. 2-0 count, runner in scoring position. You get a backdoor bender that just catches the edge.
He thought about it, held up, 3-1.
Great take. Great. Even if that's called a strike, there's nothing you're doing with that pitch. 50-50 ball. Now you're in a 3-1 count. And now you got some freedom here to just let it rip. Like sit on a heater, get your A+ swing off.
Older brother Markale Benton was a middle linebacker at Alabama, so you can see, and his favorite athlete is Lamar Jackson, where football is sport number 1 for Cam Lee. But an opportunity for a memory to last a lifetime here at Lamade to come up with a big hit. Not easy against McCabe. That one missed, and down to third base goes the pinch runner. So it's first and third with 2 outs.
Nice at bat there by Cam Lee.
Can their coach be out of the dugout?
First and third, C.J. Harrison.
Little action here, first and third. Could be a delayed steal. Could be wait and see, go halfway. Let's see how they play this.
Do you let the count unfold a little bit first, or you just play baseball right out of the gate here?
I think you go right out of the gate.
Keep an eye on the runners.
Fake bunt steal. Yep.
He's going to go. They're going to throw.
You go.
And now you got the runner at third, thinking about going down.
He's out.
And he is out on the tag. Heads up play, Ronan Loomis. He kept his eye on the base runner, third base, Kason Smith, who never got down the line. And he's able to tag out Cam Lee. Visit Beef. It's whatsfordinner.com.
Frazier, thoughts?
Hungry. Starving.
We've got one hit in this game. It has been an outstanding pitchers duel between Kinley Rasmus and Frank the Tank McCabe. The only hit was a bunt on the infield in which the first baseman vacated first base. We could have double no-nos right now. Probably should as we start the 5th inning.
You could almost argue that was a fielder's choice.
Yeah.
The fielder's choice was to not cover the base.
Maybe reconsider and actually throw a donut up there and go double no-no.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, you're on one right now.
Well, this is a big opportunity as you're right back to the top of the order. Only the second time that we've seen Kason Workman, who grounded out to the shortstop. He looks at ball 1.
And you look at the pitch count at 43. Yeah. Kinley Rasmus, she's in position to go more than 6 innings if she's needed to, because she's just been that efficient. You look there at the strikes and balls. She's been as good as advertised.
Leighton Burt in left field, very shallow. 2-0.
You asked that earlier, Rav. Did we agree with the depth? To me, I think I would play shallow on most hitters. There's probably just 2 or 3 where I would actually try to take away the extra base hit. But I think it's the smart play for most.
Gets one in there, 2-0, and another breaking ball, huh?
Tell you what, both sides, when they are down 2-0, 3-1, they're throwing these breaking pitches. Perfect position.
Comfortable with it. Sits there with 6 strikeouts. And a 2-1 to Workman. Right at the knees, gets the call to go 2 balls and 2 strikes. A little bit like Roger Clemens, who named all his children with starting their first names with K. So you get Kason in this family. Kitch and Kyra all start with the letter K. On the ground, this is going to be a tough play, fielded by the third baseman, and a good arm from Easton Allen, who cut in front of Uriah Berkeley. There's been only one hit, partly because the defense has been really good, including this rundown play.
Yeah, again, this is a big opportunity for both sides, trying to get a run. And guess what? The fake punt, as we see, the shortstop Loomis. Perfect play. Let's look once, look one more time. He got really close and put the tag on. Give the first baseman credit, too, coming in closer.
Now, if that run scores before the tag is made, then the run would count. So you've got to keep an eye on the base runner, and he did a great job.
Well, I think if you're coaching the offense there, Cam Lee, if you get that close back to first base and if the shortstop still has the ball, just go back to the base and start over. Right? Last thing you want to do is just run into an out. Now you lose a chance to hit with first and third, because you could still run that play again and see if somebody throws the ball away or whatever. But he almost kind of just ran into an out there, and boy, they lost a big opportunity.
1 ball, 1 strike. 50 pitches have been thrown. This is Ronan Loomis, the shortstop, who just made that great play. Out of play. And it's 1-2.
Just don't feel like there's going to be a lot of those opportunities in this game.
No, exactly.
Roan Dog?
Okay.
Yeah. Love that.
There's really not a name you can't attach dog to.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite words in the world.
Frazier he likes big dog.
Berkey's little dog.
1-2, roll to first base. The race there is won by Riker Rasmus. The other part of this, while there are a number of strikeouts, like the contact has been very soft, right? She's doing a good job of staying off barrels.
There's really only been one hard hit ball. The ball to, what's the other one?
The one hopper to short.
Okay.
A couple innings ago, yeah.
The line out to short and the one hopper to short, yeah.
I like when you guys are just getting along, you know?
Yeah.
Tyler Landry.
3-hole hitter. Here he is. Can he help himself? Frank McCabe.
Frankly, right now, if I'm him, no offense, I'm trying to lift and separate. I mean, that's just the truth. I'm trying to get a pitch out in front here where I can get underneath it and try and see how far I can hit it. Not much has been done, as we're seeing.
Because you were a big put the ball in play guy anyway.
Just a feel.
This is a green light special. 2 outs, nobody on. Tie ball game, 2-0 count. There's really nothing else to think about than letting it rip right here, Frazier.
Are you calling a tank shot?
This is it. Let's do it.
Not calling a tank shot. I'm just saying. Get out in front. Oh. And I'm swinging here.
Green light special.
Green light special. Your 3-hole hitter.
So obviously we've got back-to-back now balls to go 3-0. And he was going green light.
That's not out in front there, Frazier. We're going to swing 3-0. We're catching that party out
Giving
front.
the little okey doke here, maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
Hey, one thing the regional showed us, I mean, how many balls were hit the other way? You know, hitters letting the ball travel. We saw a ton of balls going the other way with some authority. There have been 2 3-ball counts from Kinley, and both have been to this guy. Frankie McCabe, 3-1. Inside corner. Pitcher-to-pitcher respect or crime, depending on how you're looking at it.
Well, and you know Big Frank's trying to get his arms extended there, and that's a fastball that just locked him up on the inside edge.
Went with cheese. 2-hopper, difficult play. Still makes the throw, and that's going to be another error, this time on Kason Smith. So 2 base runners, both have reached on an error, and you could tell off the bat a hard hit ball. How would you have played it?
Give some ground. This is a chance you have to back up, catch it on that big hop, but he kind of just gets stuck, Frazier. He doesn't charge it and try to get a short hop, and he doesn't back up to give himself some time. The ball's hit plenty hard enough. You're playing second base. Back up, make that hop easy.
And make the decision quicker. You know, either come get it right away, take your chance, do or die, or get back there.
The beauty of playing second base is you can take the deeper angle more often because of how short the throw is once you catch it. And he just got stuck there, and it cost him.
Big Paxton Hansen, 1 for 8 now when you go back to the regionals. Got one and drove it into left field. That's a clean hit. And it's the first hit for Tacoma, Washington. Comes from Paxton Hansen. And now they have their first base runner in scoring position.
Ravi just talked about it. Again, a lot of opposite field hits. This time the barrel and the flat plane to the ball. Perfect piece of hitting right there. Let's get on that backside and drive it the other way.
Yeah, a little tardy on the heater, but the barrel is square. And, you know, not a shock that you're going to need a little help probably to start a rally off Kenley Rasmus, and they've gotten it here with a 2-out air.
Here's Winston Weaver. Ball down. Good job by our catcher, Brooks Cameron. Otherwise, it's third and second.
That was not an easy play.
No.
He got around that breaking ball, kept it in front. Well done.
5'11", Winston Weaver, 12-year-old, favorite player Shohei Ohtani, and this is a spot to come through. Speed out there at second, and Frankie McCabe.
A couple signs given here.
Yeah, they're talking about it, aren't they? Wow. That got testy, didn't it?
Saw that in the regionals. Base runner out there at second base. Whether it was happening or not, but the defense, and certainly the catcher Cameron, was aware that there may be some sign stealing going on. It is 1-1 now. So it's an interesting conversation, of course, in the spirit of the game. You don't want to see it, but part of the game is when you allow your base runner at second to pick up a sign. Isn't that part of their job to share with the hitter? It's not in the spirit of the game.
It's certainly not in the spirit of the sportsmanship rules here in Little League Baseball.
Agreed.
So that's why you see the other team get so animated about it if they think it's going on.
Meaning we don't really need to protect against it because you're not able to do it.
That's right.
Supposed to do it. 1-1 to Weaver. Go ahead run out there at second. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
That barrel looked tardy on the heater right there. I think you stay with that elevated fastball. The breaking ball might run right into that bat.
Weaver is 1 for his last 9 with 6 strikeouts. He chased up top. Rasmus gets out of it, and that is her 7th strikeout. Mom Jill very pleased with what's going on. What a game we got here. 0-0, bottom 5. Really becomes like the first ever real binge watching event before we got into the island shows or whatever those things are. Now we got a baseball experience that will take you through the next week and a half plus, and by the end of it you'll know the names, you'll know the players, you'll know the backstories, and we will crown a champion. Riker Rasmus is coming out of the bullpen, just getting a little bit loose. Kenley's pitch count very good, 64, as we are set to start the bottom of the 5th inning. Each team with just 1 hit. And there will be, very likely, a new pitcher to come into the game for the Northwest, whether it's this inning or the 6th. As after 85, you have to come out of the game. How about CJ going with Hoot by Carl Hyacin for his favorite book? I don't know if you guys are voracious readers. Now, that's a good writer who's very funny. Like there's some good humor in his books.
Frazier will order that up soon, I'm sure.
Right after the game.
2-1.
So right now that fastball, little erratic. It's the breaking pitch that he's been going to.
2 balls, 1 strike.
But both these teams now, you're sort of, again, now into the middle to the bottom part of the order. And a swing and a miss on a 2-1 to go 2-2 for C.J. Harrison. So advantage pitcher in most of these Little League World Series games when you get to the middle, especially with your aces. Straight back and out of play.
I just feel like you got to give McCabe so much credit in this ballgame because you said it, Frazier. The fastball command has been hit or miss, but the ability to land that breaking ball and to throw it just for strikes or to throw it for swings and misses, very advanced for a 12-year-old.
2-2. Really good one on the corner, and Harrison is gone. Strikeout 5 for Frankie McCabe. After 81 pitches, he's got 1 out in the 5th.
And again, Frazier, how do you know until you face the breaking ball that starts in the other batter's box? And then maybe at the very end catches the outer edge. Like, that ball is a ball for about 98% of its life until it just gets back to the edge. And that's just a pitch you have to see a few times before you learn how to try to fight it off.
Lands one in there for a strike.
There's one on the inner half. He's going back and forth. Whether it's on purpose, we don't know. But again, it's been really, really good pitch.
If he can get through the hitter Cameron with 2 more pitches, he will be able to face another one. But no, he misses there.
When he stands all the way over on the first base side of the rubber, too. So left-handed pitcher, he's standing on the first base side of the rubber. That thing is coming out almost in the left-handed, middle of the left-handed box.
Cameron, that's an easy one on the infield. It's the third baseman Landry to make the play. And getting that swing and an out will allow McCabe to face Riker Rasmus before he has to leave the game. That was a very big pitch. So McCabe gets Rasmus. This will be the last batter he's got a chance to face. Again, you go back to the first inning when they had a big opportunity and Frank the Tank was able to navigate out of it. And then that rundown when they had a runner at third and tried the double steal. It was really good in the second and third inning. A little trouble in the fourth. And now just trying to get through the 5th. Center field slipping out there and still able to keep his balance, Anthony Romero. Big time Tony Romero play out there in center field. He was slipping on the ice for a second, but he stood in, stood up, and made the play. Berkey's got game changer up right now.
Yes.
You're dialed in.
Right here. Trying to help keep Frazier focused.
Here we go.
Tall task.
7 strikeouts, most by a girl at the World Series since Monet had 8 in 2014. The great Monet Davis against Tennessee. And she's got plenty of pitches to work with, 21 more to throw. Middle of the order, Evan Yarbrough, Anthony Romero, and Smith Hudson.
Well, it did look like early on she was going to blow past that 8.
Yeah, it did.
But the K's have slowed as the boys from Washington have started to put the ball in play a little bit more, but they still have not been able to break through.
Chase one down. It's 0-2. She's looking to match Monet Davis as the most strikeouts by a girl in a Little League World Series game with 8. She keeps looking at her fingers. She did that after throwing a warm-up pitch. Keep an eye on that.
Key there, 0 walks.
0-2. Gone. That matches the Monet Davis record by a girl at the Little League World Series.
That just has a blister. No, she's at the top of her finger, Todd, so I wouldn't think that's a blister.
Maybe just a little irritation. The seams are a lot bigger here, too, with the Little League World Series.
That four-seamer just spinning, isn't it? And, Ravi, you said it. Now ties Monet Davis, the most Ks ever. Is that it?
65 pitches will allow her to come back on 3 days rest. Also,
how about you? How about you? How about you? Your game? I need confidence to say yes or no. Your game or no? It's up to you. We good. We got plenty of people behind you. Do you want to finish this game or no? Hey, your game. Let's go. Finish this thing. Let's go.
That's great. He polled everybody after asking Kinley, do you want to finish this game? Do you want to take it to the house? And then he looked around and the rest of the team was like, please, yes.
Let her pitch.
We need, let's go with this. It's working.
He was making sure she was on board.
Yes.
She wasn't, she didn't look quite sure at first.
She's given up just 1 hit. She's got 8 strikeouts. The next one will be a record at the Little League World Series by a girl as she picks up the strike, and that's 15 swings and misses. Anthony Romero and then Smith Hudson. Now remember, the rules were different then when you had 9 batters as opposed to the continuous batting order. Chased up top. That fastball looks good. That one felt like it had some rise on it. And now on the cusp of making Little League World Series history in her first appearance here at Williamsport.
Cameron wants to work fast there. You see him? Yeah, let's go. She's feeling good. Let's not waste any time.
Romero was one of her 8 strikeout victims. That came in the 3rd.
Well, they get some confusion going on how they're signaling in the pitches. It looks like they've lost their rhythm there a little bit. Feels like we got 2 pretty good choices. I don't know about you, Fred.
It's either one or the other.
They both seem to be pretty effective here in this ball game.
Maybe we've had one just sort of saved in the back pocket.
Okay.
We haven't mixed in a changeup yet. The prior pitch, not the one right here, but the one before that, was the fastest she's thrown. That's off. It's 1-2. That was 60 miles an hour. You'll only see the velocity on a radar gun light up if the pitch is 70 miles an hour or harder. She's been very Maddox-like. She hasn't used that big velocity, but man, has she been great. 1-2. That one missed. Good call. That was off the plate inside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think one of our volunteer umps, and they're all volunteers, has done a really good job behind home plate today, and Colin Campbell. Been really consistent.
Nice at bat here by Tony Romero. You go 0-2, 3-2. That's always a quality AB. Now, you'd love to be able to pay it off and reach base safely here somehow, but just going 0-2 to 3-2 has been a fantastic job.
Here comes the 3-2. Good job to foul that ball off. It was a fastball, and the pitch count now climbs to the mid-70s.
Waiting for these crowds to get fired up here. They would need some knocks. Another strikeout on the other side.
She's throwing hard, guys. That was 68 miles an hour.
Plenty of gas in the tank.
On a 3-2. And that is down. You're waiting to see if Colin Campbell was going to bring him up, but no, it is a walk. And with 1 out, there is 1 on. And Smith Hudson's coming up, who reached on an error, put the ball in play his first time up.
That's just a great take, because that's a chase breaking ball right there. You'll see a lot of guys offer at that pitch and either swing and miss or have soft contact. So fantastic job there, spitting on that one and getting a base runner.
This ball is playable in right field. Quintero is there, and he will make the play, and that's the 2nd out. And that's a helper for Kinley Rasmus with just 1 pitch to get him out. Now back to Bradley Williams. Went 5-4 in that fielder's choice. Hit it pretty hard to the 3rd baseman. Allen had to make a good play on it.
These last 5 guys in the lineup have done really, really well.
There's extreme confidence from the catcher to the first baseman. There was really no play there, but it looked like they had done that a million times. And you didn't have to worry about a ball sailing into right field.
And Quintero, fastest guy in the team. He's getting those balls every single time.
The 1-0, and before that, Bradley Williams takes the time. Saw this during the regionals. When pitchers get on rolls, you can see guys step out, try to slow things down, get the pitcher out of the rhythm. And the last walk that she had was the first one she issued all day.
We go!
Inside, Spider-Man look, no.
Do you approve?
I think that was a great call.
Okay. I meant the mechanics. You were
both sides. No, it's both sides.
2-0, rare for Rasmus.
Well, 3-0. Wobbly, boys. Like, again, the first walk of the game, and now a 3-0 count. I mean, it wasn't just 2 innings ago. We were talking about She hadn't thrown back-to-back balls.
You think she knew something when the coach was saying, hey, you want to finish this?
It's interesting.
3-0, digging deep here in the 6th. No, there's 2 walks in the inning. And this may very well be the last batter that Kinley Rasmus can face if she does it.
Don't lie, strike. Riker.
All right, here we go. Tyler Landry. Go-ahead run is at second base. On the ground to third, step on third. Boy, Easton Allen was right there. Rasmus ran into some trouble with a couple of walks. Highs Monet Davis. Little League Classic action is here. Can't wait for this. First place teams, the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Milwaukee with the best record in baseball, ahead of Tampa, ahead of the Dodgers. It's the Braves' 3rd best record in the National League. They face off in Williamsport Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time on ESPN and streaming on the ESPN app. Boys, it's always the most special day other than championship weekend in Williamsport when the major leaguers get to mingle with the little leaguers and then they all get to watch them play. For the first time, it's a pitcher not named Frank the Tank on the mound. It's Winston Weaver who takes over. And he will get the bottom 3rd of the order for Phenix City, Alabama. That's ball 1 from the other lefty. They have 3 of them, and all of them are very similar in size, etc. He went the distance, 86 pitches. We'll see Frank again on Monday. That is in there for a strike.
Winston Weaver, another tall guy as we talked about, fastball slider. 7 walks to 9 Ks in the regional.
Another breaking ball, and that's a strike.
And coaches rave about his competitiveness. And so it's a guy you trust in a big spot here at the end of the ball game because you know he's got that competitiveness inside of him.
A little bit high. He wanted it. Got a quick look at Whitney, his mom, Albert, the dad. They've just switched places. Weaver's now on the mound wearing the different color spikes, and his buddy over there is at first base in McCabe, who's got the other different color spikes on. Three and 2. Big pitch, bottom 6, 0-0 in a 6-inning game. Is there a question about a balk here? Is that what this discussion is about?
If you go in motion and you stop, it's an automatic ball.
Which would be ball 4.
It would be ball 4. Love to see the replay on this just to be certain.
Yeah, he started right there.
Yeah, he did.
He sure did. So an automatic ball as Winston Weaver started that motion.
On a 3-2 count, man, that is a tough one.
Big deal.
That's a huge deal in the bottom of the 6th.
So officially an umpire judgment call. It looked like it was the 3rd base umpire, who's Ken Fitz, who picked up on it, and he was right.
Yeah, he was pretty well into his motion there.
So a huge call in this game to get the winning run to first base with nobody out. You're Leighton Birdie laying down a bunt.
Most definitely.
Yeah, he did. That's a foul ball. He says it may have got him on the fingers.
Well, he attempted at it anyway.
Yeah.
I think if you're Leighton Burt here, the coaching point is you got to get yourself to the front part of the batter's box.
I think they might want to challenge this because it might have hit his finger, but he did attempt at the ball.
At it. It's a strike.
So
he's now. You see, Case is trying to argue that he was going to pull it back. Maybe it clips his knuckle, but he clearly was bunting at the baseball.
First thing I'd ask is for a review with the umpires. Then I would go to the booth if they really thought that was it.
So, Berkey, explain the rule. He squared to bunt. Was, in your opinion, he was trying to bunt, or was he trying to get? You won the first one.
I totally see the decision to challenge here.
So we mentioned the lefties. Paxton Hansen, you just got to look at. He's the third of the Southpaw Patrol for this team that's now warming up.
It looks like it does hit the knuckle there, of course. I mean, the angles kind of makes you wonder a little bit.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, after he bunts the ball, he's definitely on his way back. But I mean, again, you called it foul ball on the field. It doesn't feel like that's enough evidence to overturn that call.
Well, they've had one interesting call go against them, which led to a base runner. This would compound that if this also goes against the team from Tacoma on what certainly was a bunt to square, and whether the question is, did he pull back or did he attempt to bunt as he was getting hit? The umpires look like they're about set to take their headsets off, and we're going to find out the answer here as the Rasmus boys consult with each other on how they're going to play this inning out. Call the foul ball.
Ready here.
Kind of glad it went that way. It would have felt.
Yeah, feels like the right call.
Yeah.
Now they're talking here in the infield. Make sure you get to first base this time.
No question.
Workman's got to pinch a little bit more to first.
Swinging.
Never mind. That pitch right there, that would have been the perfect pitch to bunt too. Nice and slow. Isn't that funny how baseball is?
Funny's a word.
Layton's next hit will be his first hit. So he squares with 2 strikes, pops it right back up here, and that will be it. Wow.
Maybe a missed sign. That's a tough one.
They're barking at him like maybe that wasn't the plan. But either way, you're Phenix City. Yes, that at bat didn't go the way you wanted to. You got the game-winning run on first base. You still have a great opportunity here, and if you're Quintero at first, you've got to be ready to move on any pitch in the dirt.
Another bunt attempt. That's a ball. Did he offer at it? Wow, no. Looked like our guy Cooper Champion threw that bat at it, but no, so it's 1 ball, no strikes.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. See, I think I would have gone attempt there as well.
Ball. 2-0. The body language of Evan Yarbrough behind home. He's sort of searching for a call on one of those two. That one was a little bit high. Weaver doing a good job making sure it doesn't get by the catcher as he lands one for a strike.
That looked like an auto take there. I feel like 2-0 is the best time to bunt the ball. Fastball's coming. See if they go back to it.
You think they keep the bunt on? I think they're going to let him swing it.
Good fastball in the corner from Winston Weaver.
Cooper Champion's not afraid to hit with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Fastball away. Really good pitching by Weaver as we're getting a full flavor of these lanky lefties out of the pen.
Well, we started the show talking about the 3-headed monster, and we've seen 2 of the 3 here, and McCabe and Weaver, they have certainly delivered.
Jeremiah Taylor is the last person in the batting order before you go back to Easton Allen at the top. Good swing, but it's fouled off.
You got speed on first base. Can you slash one down a line? Can you find a ball in the gap, or heck, just somehow keep the inning alive for Easton Allen back there at the top? If not, we're set for extras here, and we know it'll get interesting with the runner going to second base to start the inning.
Taylor lays off, straight steal, the second slide, called out. Boy, a heck of a slide out there by Quintero. Did he get by the glove or not? We're waiting to see if Phenix City wants to appeal it, and it looks like that they have decided they will do that. Boy, first look, it looked like he had gone by him.
Oh, the foot's not on the base.
Great call.
The foot's above the bag. The foot is there easy, and he does not get his lead foot into the bag. That call's going to stand, and Donnie Caudle, what a great call at second base, because the foot's not there.
No,
he was cooking too.
He had stolen the base.
What a great throw by Yarbrough.
You know, I deal with this with young players a lot.
Yeah.
The bent leg slide, not getting into the flat part of the base.
Get that foot down.
You got to get it into the flat part of the base. Otherwise, this is what happens. You're not actually there. You think you're there, and you're not.
He would have been safe, too.
100%. He ends up hitting it with his knee.
Yeah, he does. You know, and the risk in running there is if you get thrown out, now it's still going to be Jeremiah Taylor leading off the seventh, 100%. The last hitter, as opposed to the top of the order.
Well, and Quintero goes back, right? So now you bunt him over. You got your fastest guy. So, yes, I love the chance right there. It's actually a really good call.
It's smart.
Yes.
It's really smart. Got to get the bunt down, though, to make it even better.
But the coaching point there is all about getting that lead foot into the edge of the bag. If so, I think he beats it pretty easily.
So what do you tell your kids? How do you get that foot down?
The angle has to be steeper. If you start your slide too early, a lot of times that front foot will bounce on you, and it ends up above the base. You got to come in a little more downhill to get into the edge of that bag.
And also, you get another challenge in extra innings. So might as well challenge this one too, just in case.
They're talking about it right there. Case Rasmus.
Was the lifting of that slide leg because a lot of times it used to be that the base would be blocked, so I got to get over the foot?
No, the way we used to do it was if you want to put your foot in front of the base, I'm coming in there hard, and you're going to figure out that's probably not a great way to stay on the field.
Yeah, and you're not allowed to block the bag until you get the ball, too, in Little League.
And again, for people who are watching Little League, the rules are you have to slide feet first into a base. If you're going back to a base, you can then dive head first. But there's no head first sliding into a base. Our call here on the field is out at second base. The umpires have taken the headsets off after the review. Berkey and Fraze both say the call will stand, which means it's going to be an out, and it is. Now it's going to get interesting. It's the bottom of the order coming up. One Rasmus to another. Cousin Riker is going to be on the mound. Kinley will move to shortstop. And Uriah Berklight moves over to third base. Easton Allen has moved from third base to first base. So go ahead run out there at second base. And the leadoff hitter here in the seventh squares to bunt, pulls it foul.
Well, and Riker, 5 2/3 in the regional, very good strike thrower. Just one walk, but only 2 Ks. So not the power stuff that we saw from his cousin Kinley. And you see here how Washington wants to play it. They're going sack bunt here to try to move this runner to third.
Yeah, and Berklight's not moving to third.
Wow, he almost got that thing down without seeing where it was, other than it being over his head. But now it's 0-2 to Casey Granlund.
So hard to get one down.
It is Landry out there at second base. The 0-2. Set up outside. Good spoil that time by Casey. So Rasmus doesn't enter the record books, but she does join the record books when it comes to Monet Davis. Her 8 strikeouts, the most by a girl in a Little League World Series game on 81 pitches. Congratulations on a great outing. And here's the 0-2. Foul back. 2 great starting pitching performances from Rasmus and McCabe. Just great.
We were expecting a couple aces, and they certainly delivered.
Expect that in our next game, which comes up a little less than 2 hours from now. The 0-2, swing and a miss. They'll throw down, bad throw. Wow, who is it there to save that from going into center? Kinley Rasmus. Risky biscuit right there, but Rasmus swallowed it up.
Yeah, that would have done the job for him right there. If this ball gets into center field, you end up with the sack bunt situation that you were trying to deliver. And I like the chance, but it almost went awry.
Artie Heintzman, he tries to get one down. It's pulled foul. Help us out for Little Leaguers at home watching and coaches. What's the key to getting a bunt down?
Get to the front of the box, set the angle early, and then which way are you trying to bunt it? Are you trying to bunt it to first or third? If you're trying to bunt that ball to third, you got to get your angle way out in front of your front hip. If it's first, you're more letting it travel and just almost playing catch with the ball and trying to soften that baseball.
And again, Burklight is not moving at third, so you can actually bunt this one
hard,
a little harder than usual. It's going to be a knock.
But standing back in the back of the box just doesn't give yourself as much fair territory to work with.
Riker Rasmus, this is into right field. It's fielded out there by Quintero. He gets it back in, and the runner stays at third. They had a chance to score, but Tyler Landry held up at third. Ooh, there was a chance right there, the way that play played out. It's first and third. A good job of hitting by Artie Heintzman. First and third, one out.
Well, Kyle Yarbo, he puts the brakes on him. And Lorenzo Quintero comes up throwing the ball to second base. If you send him, he's going to score easy. But his third base coach put the brakes. That's all you can do as a runner, Fresh.
Nothing you can do. I think they were up before the ball was thrown. But again, here we go.
Quinn Hershold. Tyler Landry is the go-ahead run here in the seventh with just one out. The runner is off for a space. They get it back to the pitcher. He will throw to Kinley. She tags.
No way.
For safe is the call. It looked like they almost ran themselves into the second out. You can see Kinley read lips easy. Did you tag him? Don't you have to appeal this?
Yeah, you have to. 100% you got to challenge that call.
What would you save it for? Get that second out.
Wow.
I'm surprised. The infield's come in. It does not look like they are going to appeal that play. They have an appeal. Wow. They are not using it. No challenge here. 0-1 to Hershold. He's the last hitter in the lineup. Let's take a look at that play at second base. Did Kinley get the glove on? No.
I don't think the foot's not there yet.
That's close. That's close. Hershold trying to score Landry.
That's twice now we've seen a first and third steal where the offense doesn't even come close to scoring, and the defense nearly got them out both times. But that one was just good enough by the offense to advance.
Rasmus gets the big strikeout. And here comes the game right now for Tacoma, Washington. Their leadoff hitter, Kason Workman, comes to the plate with 2 down in the 7th, trying to give his team a lead.
Here we go as a catcher, too. Cameron's got to be on his toes, blocking every ball in the dirt. Get a little action here, Ravi.
Workman 0 for 2 today, but twice he's put the ball in play, so the pressure likely will be put on the defense to come up with another one. The left side of that infield with Burklight and Rasmus, phenomenal during the regionals. Here it is, and that's 1-0. Now the pitching's been so good, there has been very little opportunity for a runner at third to score on a pass ball. That's the case right now. Just paint on the corner, and the call goes the way of Riker Rasmus. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, and if you're Workman here, Rasmus not a fireballer. You got to get up on the edge of the batter's box there and try to take away that outside corner.
2 RBIs in the regional. The 1-1 stays outside right field. That's going to play to run. Now it gets by Quintero. They're going to score both runs as Heintzman comes in. All the way to third base goes Workman, and Tacoma breaks through first on an RBI and then an error to make it 2-0. Kason Workman, clutch.
First off, great piece of hitting there. Taking a fastball the other way. What a view here. Level swing, 1 hop. Eyes just came up in right field. That's all it took for that ball to get by Quintero.
Strike 1. Remember now, the Southeast will have the last hitter and then the top of the order with the runner at second base. This feels like a must-have for Rasmus. Off the end of the bat, he's ahead 0-2.
Still plenty of drama left in this one, though.
Absolutely.
That's why I love the runner at second base. Both teams now in their bullpen. Well, you said it, Frazier. The piece by Workman right there. The pitch before is a fastball just off the edge.
And you just were motoring. I know. That's insane.
He's looking for the same thing on the next pitch and just smacks it into right field.
Ronan Loomis behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. And that's a little blooper. Oh, what a play by Kinley Rasmus. A run-saving web gem to keep it 2-0. And she will be part of the offense when we come back for the bottom of the 7th.
All right, Phenix City not
East. They will have some speed out there at second base in Cooper Champion.
She's fired up.
dialed.
What are you doing here with Jeremiah Taylor? Are you letting him swing, or are you trying to move the run of the third just to get in the heads if they can get a run?
Yeah, I mean, you might make them defend the bunt here just to put the ball in play, but you're chasing two.
Yep. And that's the answer. He swings at the first one.
And it feels like the right play. You need all your outs here.
Again, runner in second, too. Don't take the chance. This is not a time to take the chance. You're down 2 runs. If you don't feel you can get to third base, just stay there.
Phenix City, Alabama has been so good defensively. And a good catch by the catcher, Yarbrough. They had made 1 error in the course of the early innings, and now they end up with 3 in the game. They made 4 in the entire regionals. So they've quickly gone to 3 errors in this game. The 1-1. 1-2 to Jeremiah Taylor. Rasmus due up third. Easton Allen on deck. Winston Weaver's been really good in relief on a 1-2. On the ground in the hole, staying there at second. They'll throw, and a nice play by Ronan Loomis to get the first out. There was nowhere for Champion to go. Good look back.
Boy, solid play to start the bottom of the 7th. That testy ball to the shortstop's right, but Loomis made it look routine, Frazier.
Yes, he did. Check him, go 1, got plenty of time.
Well, it was the top of the order that came through for Tacoma. Can the top of the order now deliver for Phenix City? Allen looks at one on the inside corner. Boy, Weaver's doing a great job with a 2-run lead of throwing strikes.
And again, you look at the pitch count here. They have plenty of time. He can go 50 if he really wants to, because the winner plays Saturday. Excuse me, winner plays Friday, so you can go around 35.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into managing, coaching these kids when you're in this tournament. And to Frazier's point, you got to keep an eye on that. On a 1-2, way outside, 2-2. Kinley Rasmus is on deck. She came in with 6 hits in the regional.
Nick, good, 1 out, 1 out.
Well, the effect of the ability to land the breaking ball, Frazier, is in the 2-2 count. Like you know you can't be way out in front and swing over the top of that breaking ball, so you're letting it travel, and that fastball jumps on it. But really nice job right there by Allen of spoiling that one. That's what 2-strike hitting looks like. It's certainly not a beauty contest.
He had 2 triples in the regional. He will not chase. It's in the dirt, but a good job by Yarbrough just to kind of keep it right around him. And no advancement. But it's 3-2 with Rasmus on deck.
What a big pitch here.
Cooper Champion is the runner. You take a look at Kinley Rasmus, and here it comes. Called strike 3 at the knees and on the corner. And a huge pitch from Winston Weaver to get to 2 outs.
A huge pitch is right. A four-seamer down and away, and that's that 50-50 ball that with 2 strikes, you just, as tough as it is, you'd love to see him try to spoil that one for Age. The call goes Weaver's way, and now they are 1 out away, and wouldn't you know it, it's Kenley Rasmus.
The home run ball has not really been part of the equation for the team from the Southeast. Didn't have one in the regionals. The outfield plays back out of respect for Kenley Rasmus. Winston Weaver trying to end it. First pitch, strike. McCabe and Weaver have held this offense to 1 hit. Swung on, popped up on the infield. That's short. Loomis. Game over. Tacoma in the 7th scores 2 and wins it 2-0. A major step forward.
Tell you what, man, not a lot of hitting. If it wasn't for that bunt single by Alabama, they would have no hits. It's been a pitcher's duel. Washington looks really good with those 3 left-handed pitchers.
Yeah, that's all we heard about coming into it is the 3-headed monster. Washington, they delivered. Kenley Rasmus was amazing too, Rav.
What a game. We will be back with you in a couple of hours, 7 o'clock for our second game. Meantime, for our entire crew, I'm Carl Ryan.